was quality
I
content.
know, it was like genuine laughter.
We were just going. Now we're gonna be all awkward.
I know, I'm like, now I don't even remember what I was talking
You
about.
said new me, new you.
Oh yeah, so
Or
I'm gonna do
something.
new you, new me.
Okay. What about it?
Just because I've been eating a lot of carbs the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
My
Past 2 months.
my whole life, actually.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna like chill.
You're gonna be keto now.
I'm gonna chill on the carbs and like.
You're just eating straight bread.
I've been eating a lot of potatoes and cheese.
Yeah.
So
Carbi.
Yeah. Carbi B.
Carbi B. That's your pop star name.
Yeah. Carbi.
Carbi B.
But yeah, Cliff Bars. I know. I've read the sugar amount. It's just they're tasty.
Lot.
This looks like it tastes like shit.
They're too sweet. Here, have a bite.
No. I was just gonna put my gum in it.
No, don't do that. Just spit it outside.
Anyway.
So these are my favorite because they have a good amount of protein and they don't have a lot of sugar.
Can I use the end of that?
They're pretty cheap. Yeah, I guess so.
Rip it off, please.
Why don't you just spit it outside?
Because I don't want to ruin someone's day when they step on gum.
But you can literally throw it in that bush over there.
In the bush where it won't
affect anybody except the bugs.
It won't contribute to the environment at all or help at all. This dog poop does something more.
Do you pick up your dog's poop?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna try to call me out, right?
No, no. I don't care either way.
I do because, if someone steps in shit, dude, I haven't stepped in shit in such a long time until probably 4 months ago. I was like, what the fuck?
That's annoying.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying when we pick up our dog shit though, it's not contributing anything to the earth. If they poop in grass, we're just putting it in plastic bags.
Yeah.
And that's more waste
than anything.
Yeah, it's actually not good.
It's more of a selfish thing that people do because they just don't want to step in dog shit.
Yeah.
So they're like, pick up your dog
But
poop.
then I did see a sign that said pick up your dog's poop because you can get diseases or something.
Don't pick up your dog's poop?
No, pick it up because it can get diseases. And I'm guessing
what can get diseases?
The dogs poop? Or the people around it. I don't know.
Huh?
That's what it said.
Okay.
I was like,
make sure your mic is close.
Are they just saying that? You're all freaked out now.
You better not fucking whisper again.
I'm Jasmine Whispers.
And I'm Carbi B.
Welcome to our show that we talk about everything.
Yes. I like how this button says cat folder.
Cat folder? You know what my friend said? You got a pussy folder? I don't know what that button is.
Cat folder.
I've been meaning to look it up, but it's my pussy folder.
Okay. Weird. Seek track and cat folder. These are the buttons on Jasmine's car.
Because we're in the car.
We're always in the car. Because we don't want to drive to each other's houses.
Yeah, and it's still a struggle.
That's literally our reason. It is a struggle. And today it's
worse.
Who's going to be late?
Me.
It was you. You won today.
Yeah. I won the competition.
I won last week.
Yep.
So we'll see next week what happens.
It's going to be you. We take turns every week.
Yeah. I was even just oh, she's going to be there at 1, so I don't have to get into the carpool lane.
You get it? You do that?
I do.
Dude, you're
Dude,
wild.
you know how much fucking traffic is on the 405? Are
brave.
you kidding me?
I was just on that freeway.
I fucking hate that freeway.
I was there.
I was like, Jesus Christ, why is there always, something? And, there's been already, 2 times where they close off the whole freeway because they're picking up things. The police, they'll drive and, block everyone off.
In the middle of the day?
In the middle of the day in the freeway. And it's because, the cleaning crew has to pick up trash from probably an accident or something.
Can't they do that, in the middle of the night or something?
I mean, it's hazard. It's a hazard because, if a car, hits something, like a bumper.
Okay, so it's important. They're trying to,
sure, but
prevent.
It's how many accidents are you going to be here? How many times do you guys have to,
Dude, there's probably at least,
What are the odds?
There's a lot of
every time I keep cutting you off.
I'm trying to talk. You're I said.
What are the odds? Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Alright, yeah, the worst part for me getting here is, like, I'm merging from the 101 to the 405, and people are just cutting us off.
Yeah.
To get on. At least, like, 10, 15 cars today. They weren't cutting me off, because I didn't let them, but the dude in front of me was, like, letting everyone. I was pissed.
Today I was just messing with some kid that he looked like a kid in a car, and he like honked at me because I was a little bit.
Kid in a car.
This was on the street, and we were turning, we were making a left, and I got a little bit into his lane, not gonna lie, but he had like, it was like barely anything, and he like had the audacity to honk at me.
Like right away.
Like as if I was gonna go into his lane and hit him. And
scared.
I looked to see like who this person was, and it was a kid, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Student
so then
driver.
I just scared him even more, and I cut him off, and he was like freaking out.
Dude, you're a crazy like aggressive driver.
I am an aggressive driver, and that's why I don't like to drive.
I don't want to be on the road by you.
I don't want to be on the road with me.
With yourself.
Yeah, I just get too hot. Like I get heavy and hot.
You get all sweaty.
I flip people off, and it's not.
Yeah.
Good.
It's
Were
not
you there?
A good time.
No, it wasn't you. When I flipped off this chola and she was gonna kick my ass.
Oh no, dude! I wish I was.
You.
I would have had your back.
My mom got off the car because she was about to help me, and I was just
It was you and your mom?
No, my mom was getting home. This was by my house.
You told me about this.
Yeah,
it was a while back.
And I was just like in my car on the phone. And then
you're like, huh?
I was like, I'm about to get my ass kicked. Wrong person. I flipped off.
Dude, were they like following you or?
She was, in my defense, like she was speeding down the hill, and I was like already like I was at a stop and going in, and she was speeding down, and I like pulled out into the street to like get ahead of her or get away from her. And then I flipped her off, and she saw.
You're brave, dude.
I was too brave.
I love when people flip me off. It makes me laugh so much.
When people flip me off, I like wave at them and I go, "Hi."
I'm literally like thumbs up, like good for you. You're pissed for like no reason.
Yeah, but I like flip off the right people that are actually like not laughing.
They deserve
like,
it.
No, they're like, this isn't fucking funny.
Yeah,
kick your ass.
You just ruined
I like
their
flipping
day.
off men a lot, even though that's really dangerous.
That's a power move right there.
I know, but like they can like literally kill me.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
unless you're in like a really fast car, then yeah.
It's usually going to be like a truck, a guy in a truck, or like a muscle car, a Mustang.
Dude, this reminds me.
Camaro.
I don't know if I told you, like my dad, he's a really bad driver. And he cuts off everyone.
Yeah,
like he doesn't.
That's what most dads do.
And he's in a truck, and he doesn't discriminate against who he cuts off. So this woman literally chased us down. He's driving me to school, by the way.
Well, how old were you?
I was in high school.
Okay.
This was so embarrassing. She literally pulls up next to us, rolls down her window. She's like, "You fucking asshole! How dare you cut me off? Like, have respect." She was just going off, and I'm just sitting there like so embarrassed. I'm like, "This is actually my dad," and my dad. I'm like, "I'm so sorry on behalf of all men, all dads."
Yeah.
And like my dad's just right there. He's like, "Oh yeah," like he's trying to act all tough. I'm like, "Dad, just give it up." Like, like you're a terrible driver. You're an asshole.
I definitely get my road rage from my dad. I remember being in the car, my mom, my dad, my brother, and me. And my dad, I don't know if my dad cut off some guy or some guy cut him off. Whatever happened, they both exited off of the freeway.
Yes.
They fucking parked. And they both started fighting.
Actually
fist fighting. Yeah, my dad.
Freaking awesome.
My mom's just like, my mom was obviously the most like aware of the situation. 'Cause we were just kids.
You guys didn't really know what was going on.
I don't trust my memory so well as a child, but
making this whole thing up.
But she confirms and she's like, I don't know how, but your dad fucked him up.
Holy
and,
shit!
Was able to like get him to the floor and get away.
Oh my god.
And then so what happened, and that I do remember. I remember seeing that and crying. I thought my dad was going to die.
That's so scary.
And my dad gets in the car, drives away, and luckily, I don't know, it's like, I think like Latinos especially, they look out for one another. So this other guy in a truck, he started speaking Spanish to my dad, and my dad was like talking to him. And basically the guy got behind my dad and blocked the guy that was fighting with my dad from like getting close to our car. And so my dad was able to pass, like, on a green light or something, and the guy that was helping my dad out, like, covered the guy, and so that guy couldn't catch up to us.
Oh, good. He was helping you guys out.
Yeah, and so, like, I remember that.
What? That's so intense.
It was fucking scary. But yeah, that's where I get my road rage from.
Yeah, with that story, it pretty much makes sense.
Yes.
Dude, California drivers are crazy in general. Like,
and you know, it's funny. It's a California thing that we're even talking about, like driving in freeways and shit. Have you ever seen that skit from SNL?
No,
like the California,
but it's probably like they're talking about the freeways and shit.
To the blah blah blah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's totally us. Cause like really in Oregon, I feel like I always talk about Oregon.
You were there for a year.
I was there for a good amount of time. There's like 2 freeways, and everyone drives slow. No one cuts each other off. They're like so nice to each other. So I'm like, why is everyone in California an asshole? And you know,
it's because we have to pump our own gas. And,
that's like, literally the only reason.
Traffic.
Yes, so there's traffic. I don't know about the gas thing. Maybe that contributes. But kidding. You never know. But what I think it is like we feel so entitled to our own time, and like we're always in a hurry out here.
Well, yeah, over there I'm sure it's a little bit more sleepy. It's a little more chill, and like here, everyone. I mean, it's like just as bad in New York, right? Except they don't have to drive.
They don't even drive.
But like. And they have a better transportation system. But, like, here, LA is so close, but it's yet so far. And there's so much fucking traffic. And we're, like, really busy.
There's a lot of people.
We're really busy.
Yeah.
And, like, we think we're important people.
We're busy, important business people. Time is money.
So, yeah, essentially. And it's like, you know, we don't get, like, good health care. We don't get good, like...
Whoa. So we're all pissed off because of our shitty healthcare.
Yeah, like we don't get like all of the help that we need, and so we're all pissed. There's so many factors into like all these problems in LA.
But have you noticed that people with the nicest cars are like the craziest drivers?
Yeah, that is why Glendale has the highest insurance rate, so don't get your car in Glendale.
Don't get your insurance in Glendale.
Or if you do, just put your mom's address or something.
Don't even go there, first of all.
Yeah, because that has the highest insurance rate in LA County.
But dude, it's just so stupid because people with these nice ass cars, they're like willing to just wreck it.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. But, you know, I think in their mind, they're like, time is money.
Just replace it.
Whatever. Yeah. That's what rich people do.
I feel like I was going to say something else, but go ahead into your questions.
Okay. Because we haven't been talking about what we actually... we're just talking about traffic.
The 110. Do you take the 101?
Yeah, I live right next to the 101.
Yeah, I thought
It's a good freeway.
I feel like I remember taking the 101 to your house.
You had to.
Yeah.
I like that freeway.
Unless I went through the mountains or something.
Yeah.
But
you took like the scenic route.
Yes.
Tell me you're from SoCal without telling me you're from SoCal.
Is that a question?
No, I'm just saying this. Don't interrupt me.
Okay.
And that's us talking about traffic.
Yes,
for like 10 minutes
and that is our traffic report.
Yeah. There's a lot of traffic out there. Okay, the first question is...
Oh, wait, I wanted to ask you the questions, actually.
Okay.
Because...
Don't read the first... So the second part is yours, and part of it is
Can I read the second part, then, or do you want me to read...
Do whatever you want.
Okay, you just said don't read the second part.
No, because part of it is, like, the text you actually wrote to me.
Oh, this is all I have.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever used somebody to move on?
Yes.
Okay, explain.
Explain.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean...
Story time.
The funny thing is, I didn't know I was doing this when it was happening. I thought I was, like, over that relationship, and I was just, like, ready to, like, I guess... have fun or whatever, but really...
What does that mean? What does have fun mean?
Have fun means, like, not doing any serious, like, commitment stuff, and just, like, having, like, physical, interactions, and also going on, like, fun, quotation, dates.
Right.
Like, loosely dates.
Loosely dates.
So, yeah, I was using a girl as a rebound, and I didn't know it. I thought I genuinely liked her when really I didn't. I was just using her to get over, like, my ex.
When did you realize this, though?
I realized it when I stopped, like, liking her, stopped wanting to hang out with her. I was like, oh, I think I was just using her. Like, I really don't even like her that much.
That's messed up.
And, like, this...
Did you tell her that? Just kidding.
Oh, yeah. No, I think I was like, hey, like, I think we should just be friends.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, like, I hope we could. I'm an asshole, dude.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me.
You know
you're
this.
A fucking asshole.
Damn it.
Who do you think you're fooling?
Dude, everyone thinks I'm nice.
I know. It's crazy.
Anywho. Yeah, have you used somebody? Can I ask you that now?
Yeah. So I got dumped, and it was like I
don't mean to laugh.
So I got dumped, and then I was like, this is weird. I don't like this feeling.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks to be dumped.
Not fun.
And it's not even so much that, like, I cared about the relationship. It wasn't really so much that. It was actually just the fact that, like, it fucked with my ego a lot.
Oh, for sure.
And I was just like, damn, like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Like,
I hate that shit.
It was so crazy, dude. Like, I was just...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like,
are you okay?
So there was, like, this fuckboy that was still around in my life, and I used him, and that's why I actually have the following question. What is a fuckboy?
I literally don't know what you're talking about, or, I mean, who you're talking about.
It's okay. I actually think I know who you were talking about, but...
well, yeah, I'm sure you do. You were there.
I was there. I remember karaoke.
That was fun.
It was. I had a good time with myself because you two were not singing. You guys were being all shy.
I was singing, bro.
But it's okay. I was entertaining myself, and I just need a karaoke machine, and that's it.
You and the karaoke machine.
Machine. Cardi B.
Barty?
Or it was
Cardi.
It was Carbi.
Carbi
B.
Wait, so you were hanging with the fuckboy?
Yeah, I was.
I think I know who you're talking about.
It's exactly
who I'm thinking, but I didn't know he was a fuckboy.
He totally is a fuckboy, was a fuckboy, probably still is a fuckboy. But I was okay with it because, like, he was already a fuckboy, and, like, I don't know, he was just down, and I was down. So.
Did it help you recover from your dump? It
actually did. It boosted my ego a lot, and so that's what.
This is why we all need fuckboys or girls in the world. Yeah, because
there is some good use to a fuckboy, fuckgirl.
Bring up your ego again.
It helps your ego, as long as you're aware that they're a fuckboy. I think that's where, like, there's a fine line.
Don't catch feelings, as they say.
Yes. So don't do that, but be aware and. Be safe. And
get over, be safe. Get over your breakup with completely ignoring how you truly feel.
Yeah.
And just go have fun.
Because what happened was I was just like, okay, did I really like this person? Like,
right. That's like the first question.
That wasn't my first question, though. Oh. My first thing was to just fix my ego from, like, feeling bad. Damn. And so that's what happened. And then later on, I realized, like, oh, I really didn't like this person as much as I thought I did. And actually, it was fucking me up just because, like, this person rejected me. And I actually don't do well with just rejection in general. Not
the fuckboy rejected you?
No, the original person.
Right. Okay.
And so that's why, like, it's just, I don't know.
It's just, I don't know.
It just, like, messes with you, but then I just had to understand, like, where that was all coming from.
Yeah.
You know?
So do you think it was worth it, or do you wish, like...
I've actually used a fuckboy probably twice. Not that same fuckboy, but...
Okay.
I've used multiple fuckboys.
So you think it's a good coping mechanism?
If it helps.
Do you recommend?
If it helps.
If that's what you need, some TLC.
Exactly.
Tender love and care. Yeah, that's true. That's true. What is the girl version of a fuckboy?
You tell me, because you're actually probably more familiar with that.
I can't think of, like, a good term, but I wouldn't
Have
say...
you come across a fuck girl? Do you think you're a fuck girl?
Me? Wait.
Heavens, no.
How dare you? Mom, if you're listening. No, I don't think she does. Let me think. I don't know what the term would be, but I haven't come across a girl like that. I wish I did.
You wish you came across a fuck girl.
Yeah, that would be cool. Because the girl that I did that with, she wasn't really, like, a fuck girl. Well, actually, she was.
Wait, the karaoke girl?
Yeah.
I don't think she was a fuck girl. Her eyes, the look in her eyes, she loved you.
That's just sad. Don't be saying that.
She really liked you.
Damn it, that makes it worse, bro.
Yeah, it does, but...
Okay, well, I guess I haven't. I would say all my girlfriends were like that, then.
All of your girlfriends were not fuck girls?
Were fuck girls. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think so. Actually,
from
what I'm aware of, like, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I just don't want to, like, put you on blast like that, but...
No, do it.
Put you on blast?
Yeah.
Okay, so the two relationships that I'm aware of from you, they stemmed off from, like, bad... to define what a... Okay, so there are fuck girls, I think in different forms, because there's also fuck boys in different forms as well. Okay. Like, there could be a gay fuck boy, right?
Yeah.
And there's a gay fuck girl, and then there's a straight fuck girl, and then there's a straight fuck boy.
Wait, do they call a fuck girl just basically like a hoe, or...
Yeah, that's what it is, right?
Hoe for show.
A hoe?
For show. Or, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, what is that? Like, what is the
someone that just sleeps around a lot.
That's a hoe.
Yeah. And then a fuck boy is
no shame on the hoes, though.
No, like do your thing. Apparently, I don't know what I
am. Yeah, cause like I just like assume as like a fuck boy is very like masculine type of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I suppose.
I guess because women get called hoes and sluts.
Yeah, which is not cool. We should have like a more empowering term for that type of woman.
Like a fun girl.
Yeah, like the charming woman. Charming lady.
She's a lady.
Yeah, she's a lady first. Okay, do you want to keep going with this, or...
I don't know. How would you define a fuckboy or fuckgirl, though? We never answered that question.
Okay, the way I define fuckboy is a guy who is, like, also very charming and gets a lot of girls, but doesn't commit to any of them, talks to a lot of girls at the same time.
Yeah.
He uses girls, maybe girls use him, and he's fine with that. That's a fuckboy. A fuckgirl...
You actually defined that really well, and very straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, a fuckgirl is... This one's a bit harder, now that you've said that it's me. Like, I can't be, like, biased. It me. I guess a fuck girl is a girl who, like, goes after... Wait, is it, like, being, like, in lesbian?
Yeah, that's why I'm just, like, I guess there's many different forms of being
I would say the straight version of a fuck girl is a girl who's, like, very good looking and, like, everyone is attracted to her, and she's also attracted to many people. So she just is, like, open for business.
For business, prostitution.
No. I would say it's just like this girl who like gets a lot of guys and
would you say that girl is trying to find love or no?
I would who am I to say, dude?
Do fuckboys try to find love?
No.
No, right?
So I guess if it's a fuck girl, then no, she's not either. I guess she's also trying to like ignore her true feelings.
Yeah, I just say there's like it's like such a difference because women are so like emotional. Like,
yeah,
and
we can get pregnant. Like we are biologically made to be more cautious of who we're sleeping with.
Yeah, and like to actually like
make babies
biologically. Unfortunately, that is kind of
what happens.
Some truth. There is some truth to that.
Yeah.
But so inevitably we're looking for someone who we can like have our babies with sometimes, you know?
Right, when we're like looking for love and long-term commitments, yes.
So I think it is a little different when like there's a fuck girl and a fuck boy, because
a fuck
at least
boy.
in straight terms.
Yeah, we're talking heterosexual here, which isn't my favorite topic, but it's fine.
But like I think that fuck girl is usually hurt, right? A lot of the time.
Hurt?
Yeah. Like, she's probably been broken down.
I think, yeah, she's definitely been through some shit, and now she's just, like, using men, just, like, maybe whatever happened to her.
To, like, gain that power back or something.
Yeah. That's cool. And women are powerful as hell, so they could potentially sleep with as many men as they want.
Yes.
If they wanted to.
I just think there is some more emotional attachment. Although, I actually don't feel like I've ever had emotional attachment. Like,
to what?
To, like, people that I've slept with. I don't know how to explain that. There are people that I've been with, like boyfriends and stuff,
and there's an emotional
attachment to that. But like the people that I have not been in a relationship and would not be in a relationship with, I just don't have emotional attachment to that at all. Like,
okay, so you can like turn on and off your emotional attachment.
Yeah, I would say so, but it's just, like, complicated, because I'm also saying that women are emotional, but I can also see that there's no emotional attachment.
You're, like,
sometimes.
An exception to the
No,
rule.
I would say that there are probably rare, like, fuck girls than there are fuck boys.
Yeah, for sure. And if a woman is using guys, then, like, good for her. I'm sure she's not going to be doing that forever.
Yeah.
Because then eventually she will get freaking pregnant or something will happen.
Yeah.
And women aren't stupid. Like, biologically, we know that what's gonna happen, so we're being selective all the time of who our mate is gonna be. Like even me being gay, I'm still selective of who my mate's gonna be, even though I'm not gonna get pregnant.
Yeah,
it's just because biologically we just feel that way.
Yeah,
and men aren't selective because they are born to.
Well, they are selective, but I think it's more of like a.
I can't speak for. I can't speak for all men, but I feel like men are less selective than women because basically all they have to do is impregnate, and it takes them like 2 seconds to do that.
Yeah.
And that's literally what they're made to do.
2 seconds.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it does take like a few seconds.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like you said, like, it's more physical because men need to see that, like, this woman can have a baby.
Yeah, like, the things that
and that's not what they're thinking,
biologically looking for women that have, like, big boobs, because biologically that can feed...
Big boobs!
That can feed a baby, and a big ass, because that
hips.
Means that she's curvy and has hips.
Yeah.
Can bear more children.
Yeah.
And that's why...
men are attracted to those things. It's not their faults that they're attracted to those things. Like, they're literally... Not that all men like big boobs, but I would say that, like, a curviness does mean something.
Some guys are weird, you know. They like their shit. They like their women with nice feet and no ass. And
I mean, there's definitely, like... I forget the word, but, like, mutations in genes that, like, change the way that we are attracted to people. Mm-hmm. Because when I took evolutionary psych, did you take that?
I don't remember. Maybe.
It's such a good class. It basically just talks about, like, what we're talking about. Like, why are we attracted to the scent of, like, men's sweat or things like that. And then, like,
it's a weird thing.
For me, I was, like, confused because I'm, like, everything they're saying doesn't pertain to me because I'm attracted to women.
So in that class, they don't teach about, like...
The homosexual?
Like, they don't teach... Yeah, they only teach heterosexual?
It's mostly heterosexual, but there's a small portion of it that talks about homosexual, and it says that it's basically just, like, a mutation in the genes, and they haven't done enough studies about it. Like, why are there gay people? Because if we're all made to procreate, then why are they gay people? That they're not going to procreate.
Yeah.
So...
Well, some gay people do, but...
They're just basically saying that there's a mutation in their genes, and, I mean, I would love to, like, read more.
That's interesting.
It's super interesting.
That's super interesting.
My personal theory is that gay people, like, their genes or whatever were made so, like, to decrease, like, overpopulation. That's, like, my personal thing.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. That's just, like, I mean, I'm sure there's, like, many, many factors. Like, I heard that, women and men in the fetus, like, depending on the interactions between their mother and the father, they can become, like, homosexual.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird. I wonder how that's possible.
Well, one of the reasons they said was if the mother felt, like, disgust or, like, some, like, negative response to the father, that translates to the fetus.
Yeah.
That might have happened to me. I could see my mom just being like, "Oh, get away from me," like, to my dad, like, or something.
Yeah, and then obviously when the baby's born, like, there's environmental factors that come out to play. Because I've seen or heard before, like, and I just don't want to fuck up saying anything, but, like, you've heard, like, oh, if a kid has, like, 2 moms or something,
oh, they're gonna be gay.
They have a higher chance of being gay or something,
right?
And I don't essentially agree with that, but, like, I've just, like, heard that as, like, that is possibly a thing.
I mean, it's possible for anybody.
Yeah, I just, like, but the way I see it is, like, you're usually born gay, right?
That's the big question, dude. That's the big one.
And I know there are, like, some, I know trauma has an effect on that, because, like, some people are so, like, traumatized when they're young that I don't like to say it, but, like, they do become gay, or, like, they change their preference.
Yep.
Because of
things that have happened to them, like, if they've been sexually abused.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's more for women.
Yeah, well, I would say for men, too, because
maybe they got beat by their father or something.
Or, like, molested.
Yeah.
Because that happens, and then they just decide to, you know, I don't know. There's a weird psychology to, like,
it gets things so deep. Like, it's basically the, like, nature versus nurture type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, are you born gay? Like, do you have any say in it? Or does your environment shape it?
Yeah, or, like, all of the above.
And then there's just, like, so many different factors to it.
Yeah.
Like, we'll never know.
Maybe you can be, like, you can do research on that when you become a therapist.
Yeah, maybe.
That's interesting.
That is something that I would really, really want to study.
The sad thing is that, like, that's something I've never even thought of or considered, because, like, yeah, we're never taught, like, other, you know, it's always, like, focused on, like,
other perspective.
Yeah,
all the time. So in that class, everything they were saying was so interesting, but I'm like, this literally doesn't apply to me at all.
Really.
Because they're like, oh, like, women love it when a man is, like, strong. That means he can go and, like, forage for you. Yeah. And I was just like, I just don't care about that at all. And, like, everything they were saying about the women, I was like, oh, yeah, I get it. Like, we like women that have, like, full lips and, like,
what's the lips thing? What is that for?
It just shows that they're youthful.
Oh, okay.
Like, a woman that looks youthful, like, they're more...
When you have small lips, it means you're old.
Yeah, it means you're...
true, because when you're older, like, your lips kind of...
Not that they're... I mean, yeah. Like, you could have small lips as long as they're, like, have, like, a color, yeah.
That's why, like, the red lipstick is,
and even,
like, a thing. It shows, like, fertility.
Even red cheeks show fertility, too. Like, oh, this person's youthful, they can have more babies.
Yeah.
And, like, apparently, have you heard this, that, men are more attracted to women that are, ovulating?
Really?
Yeah. They don't know this.
Oh, no, I've heard, so when women are ovulating, there's a scent that comes out.
Yeah.
And that
men are more attracted to it.
That they like that scent.
Because they know, they're like, oh, they can have babies, so they want to, like, they're more attracted to them. Yeah. Especially with animals. Like, for sure, they are, like, they know this shit, too.
Men want to have sex with animals.
Yes.
Gross.
No, dude. Like apes and all that.
Yeah. They're more in tune with, like, their instincts than humans are, because
we're a little more complicated.
We have too many, like, factors in the way of just, like, procreating. So we have to, like, make money, and
there's a lot going on. There's status,
eat, things
like that. What were the? I feel like we've done, like, one question,
which is good.
It's
because,
fine.
Yeah.
One more to talk about.
Do you have a lock on this?
Yeah.
No. Flow? No, imagine. You got the Flow app?
Yeah, it's a great app.
Are you Blue Rhino?
Talking about
on the Flow app, there's little characters.
No, I didn't know you could have friends on there.
Yeah, you could message people.
Hey, how's your period going? Dude, I love Flow. She knows me.
I love Flow too, but I stopped going on it after the abortion shit happened. Because it starts tracking you. Women's rights organizations that are like telling you to delete your app.
What the heck? Like that's crazy.
I mean, luckily you're in California. But
well, luckily I'm
luckily
gay.
You're not gonna get pregnant.
That'd be funny if I did. Yeah, I'd be like, fooled y'all.
Be like, what the fuck?
I do want to have a baby though someday.
I don't know.
No one wants to anymore. It's pretty funny.
I don't want to have a baby.
Everyone's like
I'm scared. I think about it. I'm like, am I willing to have a baby?
A baby.
My cousin Elaine just had twins. Woo!
Shut up. Yay. Go Elaine. So she has 3 kids now?
She has 3 kids. She had twins. They're 2 girls.
Nice.
And I'm just like, my cousin's so tiny. Obviously, I'm stupid because I just barely learned that you can't have twins, like, naturally.
Oh, you can? Wait, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that
No one
either.
does?
So you have to, like, have a C-section.
Everyone who has twins has C-section.
I'm pretty sure a majority of women have C-sections,
that sucks.
So I think it's kind of impossible to just have 2 babies at once. It might be way too traumatic.
So...
Not impossible. I'm sure it's possible.
She has 3 girls, or...
But my cousin's so tiny, so, like, it obviously makes sense for her to have a C-section.
Did she have... Was her first child a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Oh, how cute. Yeah. That's awesome, dude. I'm so happy for her.
And I'm just like, yeah, I know, me too. But it also, she's related to me, so I'm just like, I hope I don't... Like, I'm scared to have twins. Like,
oh, yeah.
It's such a, like...
Does it, like, run in your family?
Because what if the doctor's like, no, you can fully birth these 2 kids, no C-section.
You're like, no C-section for you!
And, like, twins actually runs in my mom's family, and apparently, like, well, she's on my dad's side, so...
On that side, too.
I was, like, gonna have, like, quad.
Yeah, dude.
Like, what did Octomom do?
Fuck. How did that even happen?
Octomom?
That can't be right.
She just had 8 kids, but I don't think she had them all at once. I think she had like 4.
How did she fit 8 kids? That makes no sense.
She didn't have all 8 kids at once.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. I think she had 4 at once or something.
I mean, even
really
still.
know the logistics of it.
Yeah. Okay. But, I don't want to have a baby anymore.
But anyway, congratulations to my cousin.
Woo.
And...
Pew. What are you doing on your phone?
I'm looking for those questions.
Are you texting?
Because you didn't... Oh. Okay. Next question. Okay. So when we fuck up, we have to start it off with okay, so that way I can cut it. Okay.
Okay.
Have you ever used anybody in general?
Okay. That's not the question.
That is one of my questions.
Oh, yours. I asked that question,
okay,
too.
You want me to ask you one of your questions? You're dying to...
It's like the same question.
Okay. Bad things we've done in relationships.
Yeah, so...
What stories do you have for me?
Basically, you called me out on them already. Like, freaking... going after someone that's, like, in a relationship.
Yeah, please don't do that again.
I don't.
You were on a roll.
You've never done that?
Probably, but I don't remember or care.
Bad things, that's one of the bad things. The other bad thing...
Oh, you know what? Let me rephrase that. I haven't done that in my adult life of dating, so no.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean?
Like, being an adult in, like, relationships.
Oh, like, but when you were a teenager?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was a teenager, I was stupid. And I had low self-esteem.
Needed to bring up that self-esteem. So
it's just so people feel bad for me, because it's true.
I felt bad for you.
Don't feel bad for me.
I don't anymore, now that I know you. back then I didn't know you. I was like, she's like such a sweet person. She doesn't deserve that.
It was my self-esteem, but I did deserve that once.
I mean, not that you deserved it, but I just like, I thought you were just like this really nice person.
Dumb, I thought.
Thought you were like this great person.
I thought you were a sweetheart. I am.
Sweetie.
Don't take that away from me. I'm so
not
sweet.
that you're not a nice person.
I am sweet.
But I didn't know you were so blunt. And like, you know. Which is what I love about you. So it's fine.
Yeah. Thank you. I would say that, yeah, people like misconstrue nice people with like, they seem to think that just because you're nice, you're dumb or like you're innocent with everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's dangerous to I'm not saying that like, or trying to shit on you or anything, but I think it is dangerous to see like, oh, like this person's so quiet, so sweet, so nice, like they can't do anything like bad or fucked up. And I think that's what happened to me a lot of the time. Not that I'm not a nice person.
So you are being too nice in relationships and you're getting taken advantage of.
No, if anything, I think my problem with men, just like overall, in my experience, is that for a lot of men that I've been with, they seem to really want a lot of my attention, and that's something I've never been able to like give. You know, with like Jesse, it's different now because like I'm older and like we actually like love each other and like I'm able to do that for him. But with like my past relationships, it's been difficult for me to like give those people my like full on attention and like love for whatever. I don't know. I don't like using that word too loosely, but that was something that was always complaints. Like I would get complaints about in my relationships.
Why do you think you were like that back then? You weren't mature enough. You didn't really love them.
Like I probably didn't really like them. I always liked like guys that could make me laugh, and that was like a thing for me. It was like entertaining in a way, but I don't know. It's just maybe I just didn't like them that much.
Yeah. You're like settling.
Maybe. Yeah. Or I was just kind of just like I said, like low self-esteem had a factor in that.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, well, one of the things is when I was younger, I never had like boys like me because I was ugly. And so when I went to high school, like guys that actually liked me, I was like surprised by. And so like, I was just like, oh, cool. Like I'm not as ugly as I thought I was, even though I kind of was, but
you were getting your self-esteem
back. I was getting better self-esteem from these guys,
but then you were like, but I don't really like them.
I guess, like, you know, I wasn't clingy. I've never been like a clingy type of person.
Yeah.
So I think that always like bothered like boyfriends that I was ever with.
Which is stupid because don't guys complain about clinginess?
Yeah, but like behind closed doors, like guys actually do want girls to be like, oh, well, okay, let me take this back. I think healthy guys don't want clingy girls because that's a toxic trait.
Yeah, okay.
But like fuck boys, I think they like when girls are clingy just because it feeds their ego.
Right. They want the attention.
So on the outside, they can say she's so fucking clingy, like, or this and that. She really
likes me so much.
Yeah.
I think that's going into like the attachment styles.
Yeah.
Like, are you secure? Are you anxious? Are you avoidant?
Yeah.
So healthy meaning like the secure attachment. Like I want a girl who loves me. Like we're not too clingy for each other.
Yeah.
We're individuals. That's secure. And I feel like you're at that point right now.
Yeah.
Where back then you were maybe more
like insecure,
avoidant. You were avoidant
and avoiding shit and just like trying to escape like my insecurities and self-esteem, which it's normal because you're a teenager, but I was trying to escape that like by having a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, didn't really matter who. It was just like something I was like escaping from, I guess.
Just have somebody there, have a companion.
Yeah, just to say that and like this person makes me laugh, so it's good. You know?
Interesting. And your attachment styles change over time.
Yeah, and you just grow and you just become more mature. Mm-hmm. I would say I was like immature when I was younger. So to go back to that question,
we all were, yeah.
Yeah, I've dated somebody who was already in a relationship when I was a teenager.
I forgot that was the original. Yeah, and like, that's just weird. Like, I don't understand why I would do that in the first place, and I've done it twice already.
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with me? Past tense.
I don't have the time to analyze that, but I will think about it.
Yeah.
Give me a week.
I feel like that does have something to do with the attachment styles, though.
Yeah,
like,
right?
I feel like I was, like, anxious, like, mixed with something else. Like, I really, really needed, like, validation.
Yeah.
We all do, but that was, like, my form of getting validation, I guess. But yeah, it's crazy because I remember in my last relationship, my ex was like, oh, take this, attachment style test. And I was like, what is this bullshit? So I'm like, cause she always wanted me to take, like, personality test and, like, all these different things. Like, we were just, like, interested in it.
Did she go to school?
Like, for a little while.
Okay.
But, I don't know. I guess it was just, like, a genuine interest. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And I was answering the questions, and it turned out that I was securely attached. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I remember hers. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't securely attached.
Well, what are the other attachments again?
I want to say hers was, like, avoidant, but there's like, avoidant something attachment. And then I didn't really look into what hers was, but I should have. But then, like, it's crazy because at the time I was securely attached, and then, like, after going through, like, getting dumped, I feel like it changed.
Yeah, shit changes.
It changes. Sucks, it fluctuates.
Because I would say when I was in, like, my earlier 20s, maybe, like, mid-20s, I had a lot more self-esteem than I ever did in my life.
Would you say early, mid? Early
to mid-20s. I had, like, more self-esteem.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know. Probably my mid-20s. But, then, like, later on, now I'm, like, kind of backpedaling a little bit. And I'm barely having to, like, force myself to pick up this new self-esteem. Because I've changed as a person as well. So it's, starting to, like, have to love this person that I am now versus, like, this person that I used to be. I don't know how to explain that. I also need another episode to finish that conversation.
That's a lot. So that's basically like loving who you were, loving who you are type of thing because you've changed so much.
Yeah, and I think like over time, like you have to keep learning to love yourself, and I think that's why it's like exhausting because we keep growing as people. I mean, hopefully like as healthy people, like we're maturing and learning and we're growing, so we have to keep learning to like love
these new versions of ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that's hard. Being a human is hard with all these feelings.
Because, you know, like, it's, like, for just, like, a small example here is, like, Bill Burr, he's a stand-up comedian, and he's talking about how, like, now he's older, and he has this, like, fear and anxiety of getting on planes. And
what?
And he's just, like, saying, he's like, I've never had that anxiety in my life. I've never even had those thoughts.
That's so weird.
And, like, now I'm older, and I just have this, like, really bad anxiety being on a plane. And so it just, like, shows how much, like, over time we just, like, keep changing and we can't control it sometimes. You know?
Yeah.
And so we have to keep learning to love these versions of ourselves, even though, like, it's not who we used to be. So.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Got me thinking.
I know. We only have, like, 8 minutes left.
Yeah, we can't go into a whole new thingy.
We can just end it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, y'all.
That was really abrupt.
Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Or not, because I think the last time
we might not listen anyway
to those topics. So.
What are your attachment styles, though?
Yeah. You guys can also message or like add little notes on like Spotify. I think
you could.
Yeah. Just like questions and things like that.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Or just DM us.
Like and subscribe.
That too. Subscribe. You can follow us
I am Jawsmin on Instagram. JAWSM.
And I am.
Who are
questioning how you spell it?
Yeah, because I don't know if I put an I in it, but I'm pretty sure I did.
At Alexis Wildcard. So that's AlexisWild card.
Card. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.